What is dwarf planets? The 2006 EO resolution means that the solar system officially consists of 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. In the same resolution, a new distinct class of objects, called dwarf planets, was also defined. A dwarf planet is an object in orbit around the Sun that is large enough to pull itself into a nearly round shape, but has not been able to clear its orbit of debris. Generally, dwarf planets are smaller than Mercury. A dwarf planet may also orbit in a zone that has many other objects in it. For example, an object within the asteroid belt is in a zone with many other objects that are all about the same size. Pluto now falls into the dwarf planet category because it resides within a zone of other objects that might cross its orbital path, known as the trans-Neptunian region. Pluto is additionally recognized as an important prototype of a new class of trans-Neptunian objects, Plutoids. Defining this class of objects helps astronomers distinguish different types of dwarf planets in our solar system. The term small solar system body was introduced along with dwarf planet in the 2006 EO General Assembly resolution. This is a term to encompass all objects orbiting the Sun that are too small, that is, not sufficiently massive to satisfy the definition of a planet or dwarf planet. Pluto is the largest known dwarf planet in the solar system, and used to be considered the 9th and most distant planet from the Sun. Pluto stopped being a planet in 2006 when it was reclassified as a dwarf planet, a demotion that attracted controversy and stirred debate in the scientific community and among the general public. American astronomer Percival Lowell first suggested that Pluto existed in 1905, when he observed strange deviations in the orbits of Neptune and Uranus. Lowell thought there must be another whose gravity is tugging on these ice giants, causing discrepancies in their orbits. Lowell proceeded to predict the mystery planet's location in 1915, but died 15 years before its discovery. Pluto was eventually discovered in 1930 by Clyde Tombaugh at the Lowell Observatory, based on predictions by Lowell and other astronomers. Pluto got its name from 11-year-old Venetia Burney of Oxford, England, who suggested to her grandfather that the New World get its name from the Roman god of the underworld. Her grandfather then passed the name on to Lowell Observatory. The name also honors Percival Lowell, whose initials are the first 2 letters of Pluto. Astronomers believe that Pluto probably has a rocky core. Outside of that, but still deep in the interior, there's likely an ocean of water, covered by another layer of frozen water ice. The surface crust is a layer of various ices, mostly nitrogen ice, with giant mountains of water ice, and traces of methane and carbon monoxide ices. Eris is the most massive and second largest known dwarf planet in the solar system. It is a trans-Neptunian object known in the scattered disk and has a high eccentricity orbit. Eris was discovered in January 2005 by a Palomar Observatory-based team led by Mike Brown and verified later that year. It was named in September 2006 after the Greco-Roman goddess of strife and discord. Eris is the 9th most massive known object orbiting the Sun, and the 16th most massive overall in the solar system. It is also the largest known object in the solar system that has not been visited by a spacecraft. Eris has been measured at 2.32612 kilometers 1.4457 mi in diameter. Its mass is 0.28% that of the Earth and 27% greater than that of Pluto. Eris takes 557 Earth years to make one trip around the Sun. The plane of Eris' orbit is well out of the plane of the solar system's planets and extends far beyond the Kuiper belt, a zone of icy debris beyond the orbit of Neptune. As Eris orbits the Sun, it completes one rotation every 25.9 hours, making its day length similar to ours. Eris has a very small moon called Dysnomia. Dysnomia has a nearly circular orbit lasting about 16 days. Eris most likely has a rocky surface similar to Pluto. Scientists think surface temperatures vary from about -359 degrees Fahrenheit (217 degrees Celsius) to -405 degrees Fahrenheit to 43 degrees Celsius. Dwarf planet Ceres is the largest object in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and it's the only dwarf planet located in the inner solar system. It was the first member of the asteroid belt to be discovered when Giuseppe Piazzi spotted it in 1801. Even though Ceres comprises 25% of the asteroid belt's total mass, Pluto is still 14 times more massive. When NASA's Dawn arrived in 2015, Ceres became the first dwarf planet to receive a visit from a spacecraft. Called an asteroid for many years, Ceres is so much bigger and so different from its rocky neighbors that scientists classified it as a dwarf planet in 2006. Ceres probably has a solid core and a mantle made of water ice. In fact, Ceres could be composed of as much as 25% water. If that is correct, Ceres has more water than Earth does. Ceres' crust is rocky and dusty with large salt deposits.